would have been canceled. Walter Sabonis would have been canceled. Yeah, Devin Haney.
Wow. Ryan Garcia says he has some breaking news, and he shares something about Devin Haney's rehydration and massive weight. What is this? Let's talk about it. Ryan Garcia says, wow, this is breaking news. Shout out to my dude Nuke on X, formerly known as Twitter. He posted this. Devin Haney exposed by the California State Athletic Commission. Devin Haney has been rehydrating illegally over 18% of his weight since he got to 135-pound WBC belt. California State Athletic Commission says all of those fights should have been canceled. And they have this sheet full of red, and it's basically all these fights that should have been canceled because of the higher than 15% variance that I've talked about on my channel. Wow.
A couple of names that you would recognize that would have been canceled just recently. Topuria, Volkanovski, Paulo Costa, Jeff Neal. We get down to boxing. Magayaso versus Figueroa, that bout would have been canceled. Golden Boy Angel Acosta, which we've been working with him for a long time, but that would have been canceled. Walter Sabonis would have been canceled. Yeah, Devin Haney. Carlos Adames. Yeah, Rashidi Ellis. So this is the point. This is a big problem. But this gaining of this weight cannot be healthy. Is this healthy, Dr. Williams?
No, and well, I think there's the health component, and then there's the fairness issue as well.
And that's the fairness issue is for Dr. Williams. I can't speak because I'm not a medical person. I can't speak to that piece of it, although I do see them and they look like they're suffering really bad with the weight cuts. And so my thoughts are to what Dr. Williams said. What are they doing here? They're essentially paying to be bigger. Can we all agree that that's essentially what's happened? They're wanting to be bigger so that they can beat their opponent, so that they can win. That's essentially what they're.
And they're not concerned about ramifications.
Wow, things are definitely getting crazy. So that was the California State Athletic Commission, and basically they're trying to crack down on weight bullying and these crazy rehydrations, period. I've talked about it on my channel. You guys see it. California State Athletic Commission to cancel bouts if the fighter is over 15% of their contracted weight. California State Athletic Commission passed a rule Tuesday indicating that they'll cancel a boxing or MMA match if any fighter weighs more than 15% of and above that contracted weight the day of the event. Devin Haney did this with Regis Prograis. Devin Haney's side, in the way of Victor Conti, he did respond to this. What Conti says on the screen: enough ignorant talk about Devin Haney coming in 25 pounds over for the Regis Prograis fight. Understand, on fight night, when boxers briefly step on the scale, they have long sleeve shirts, pants, and shoes on with who knows what all in their pockets. These weights are not precise. Clearly, I'm showing you the commission is not filling the fighters above 15%. So the bottom line is they're cracking down on it. And I'm just going to say this. Victor Conti can say whatever he wants. Devin Haney and the Haneyx can say whatever they want. But with Ryan posting this, we'll see what happens. What's next with his positive Osterine test. They're doing documentaries on YouTube. And there's a documentary somebody made talking about basically Devin Haney being a weight bully. And in this documentary, he's saying several times, you're too small, to various opponents, from George Kambosos to Lomachenko to Regis Prograis. You're too little, you're too small. This may come back to bite Devin Haney, because after a bad beating from pillar to post versus Ryan Garcia, his next fight, everyone's going to be paying attention. And now whatever they've been doing to rehydrate is going to be under a microscope. the commissions are going to now start looking at this, and they're going to start trying to eliminate weight bullying. So my thing is this: I don't know what Regis Prograis is going to do regarding a fight that's already happened. What's done is done. I don't know if there's much he can do about it. However, the trajectory of Devin's career, in my opinion, like I've said from day one, has now been altered from that Ryan Garcia fight. And because the Haneys particularly keep complaining about the weight Ryan being 3.2 pounds, now they're being met with resistance because people are like, hold on, wait, how are you gonna complain about weight advantages when people are saying you've been a weight bully? People are saying that you yourself come in heavy, much heavier than your opponent. The level of bias and hypocrisy in the sport of boxing is rather laughable. You know, people can say whatever they want, but at the end of the day, now Devin Haney for sure will be under scrutiny. His next move will be under a microscope, especially as it pertains to these weights, because people want answers. People are questioning it now, and it's only going to get worse. That's why I said the trajectory has now been changed. He's also said, at least to ESPN, that he wasn't looking towards and thinking of a rematch with Ryan Garcia. I think that could come back to haunt him if he doesn't clear that up. As long as Ryan Garcia passes all drug tests and he's clean, I don't see a problem with the rematch, especially since many people believe that there was more than trace amounts of Ostarine in Ryan Garcia, his system, that accounted for what we seen on April 20th, right? That's just the reality of it. He, like, if you have a Pernell Whitaker Mayweather type defense, you probably wouldn't get clipped in round one with the left hook, which is the known punch from Ryan Garcia. So between, there's a lot of things at play, and I told you guys this was not going anywhere. We're gonna see how this all plays out and how this pans out. But as far as the commission, they're saying they're really cracking down. So what does Devin even do? Where does he go? He says he's from the Bay Area. So are you going to fight in California knowing they're cracking down with the rehydration, knowing that everybody on Twitter and X and people are making documentaries calling you a weight bully because you complained about weight, the 3.2 pounds with Ryan Garcia, as a catalyst for why you lost? Instead of just focusing all on the Ostarine, which is the banned substance, they're writing letters to commissions and whatnot regarding the weight. And since they made it such a big issue, that's how life works. People are going to start looking to see if you have skeletons in your closet. Like, why are you keep talking about weight? Why are you talking about weight? Ostarine, fine. That's illegal, unnaturally occurring, not supposed to be in your body. Got it. They could have wrote, instead of an 8-page letter, maybe a 2-page letter and say, Ryan deserves this, XYZ, if that's the route you want to go because of the Ostarine. They didn't do that. The attorney for Devin Haney is complaining about Devin Haney was massively undersized. And the reality is that's not true. Ryan looked big. He rehydrated a lot. And it looks like Devin Haney did too. When Ryan missed weight, in fact, there were many people who thought that was a sign that Ryan Garcia, because he was already doing these weird antics and stuff. So when he missed weight, people looked at that as a sign that he was undisciplined, untrained, and not prepared. So the Devin Haney fans, the Haneyacks, they didn't actually lose confidence when Ryan came in heavy. They gained it. They gained confidence, and they were even more hype for Saturday until Saturday came and Ryan Garcia dusted Devin Haney off. But I looked in my comment section. When Ryan missed weight, people said, rightfully what they should, they said that he was unprofessional. And if anything, their confidence grew because it looked like more bullshit from Ryan Garcia when he had been doing this weird stuff and antics the whole promotion. Now that it didn't work in their favor, the weight becomes the #1 complaint outside of the PED Ostarine situation. And then you have Victor Conti, and I made a video about it. He keeps talking on Twitter. It just looks bad. Why not just let the commission finish the investigation, Ryan go through the due process, and see where we're at. They're still trying to shape and paint the narrative, which makes it look more suspicious, especially when you've been a party to these crazy weight swings and rehydrations.